Alright guys, we are back. It is finally time to take on the Dark Aeons. In this video, we're going to take on Dark Valifor, Dark Ifrit, Dark Ixen, and Dark Shiva. I'm still not maxed out on the sphere grid yet. Riku's pretty much maxed out almost. I'll do the other characters off screen. I want to go ahead and get this party started. Um, I'm more than strong enough to beat the first 4 Dark Aeons, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. As for my physical defense, for Tidus and Waka, I won't increase their defense until I get ready to take on Dark Bahamut, Dark Anima, Dark Gemma, and the Dark Mag Sisters. It doesn't matter right now, since it'll actually be a lot faster to leave your defense low than it would to max it out for the first 4 Dark Aeons, because of their counterattack, filling your overdrive instantly. No, guys, I really want to know how excited some of you were when you heard that the Dark Aeons were going to be on the PS3 version, because a lot of people have been wanting to fight the Dark Aeons for a long time now, and you finally got your wish. Some people were very satisfied with the new additions. Some people were disappointed. Some say that they're too hard. Some say they're too easy. Some say I don't like the placement of the Dark Aeons. For example, oh, I gotta put on my no encounters. Like some people don't like the fact that Dark Valifor is placed right in front of the Besaid, especially if you didn't get your hidden treasure in Besaid, and of course the orange sphere is in Besaid, so you got to get by Dark Valifor first, which kind of forced you to train Yuna, but you know. By the way, guys, I seem to have reached a milestone, if you can call it a milestone. By now, I probably have about 30,000 subscribers, which is a pretty good number to be proud of. I plan to double that, maybe even triple it by the end of next year. I won't know until later on the end of this year how this is going to turn out.
What are you up to out here?
Watching for fiends. We Crusaders must protect the village. Even if we cannot defeat Sin, we do what we can.
Leave Sin to us. We'll think of something.
Then you should pray before you go. All who leave the island pray for safe passage over there. Gata always refused, though.
Well then, I will too.
Eh?
Who needs hokey old superstitions? I won't pray, and I'll beat Sin all the same.
Well, I guess you have the spirit. Good luck.
Yeah, by now we can beat Sin in 1 or 2 attacks. Who needs to pray? Fuck that. Anyway, guys, Dark Valifor here is obviously the easiest of the Dark Aeons. She only has, what was it, 700 or 800,000 hit points. All you need to do to beat Dark Valifor is to actually, you know what? I need to save. The fact that she's the easiest Dark Aeon means I need to save before this. Not that it really matters, because no telling how many times I'm gonna fight Dark Gemma before I officially kill him. For the first 4 Dark Aeons, Dark Valifor, Dark Shiva, For the first 4 Dark Aeons, Dark Valifor, Dark Ifrit, Dark Ixen, and Dark Shiva. Since all those guys are very easy to beat, and you actually fight Dark Ixen twice, I recommend that you save and keep fighting them until you get something that you're looking for. Whether it's a customized weapon for Tidus, Waka, or Lulu, or if it's a break hit point limit or a ribbon for one of those guys. If you want it anyway. I mean, you can always use Dark Jimbo as a substitute, but, you know, every little bit helps. All you need to do to beat Dark Valifor is just raise Yuna's stat a little bit. Have one person who can hit for 99,000, maybe not that much. And have Anima with 255 attack. And by the way, does Yuna have full overdrive? Yes, she does. Okay. Make sure that Yuna has full overdrive, of course. I find it kind of funny how these quotes were reported directly from the main game. I guess Square got a little lazy here. These quotes were reported from the hybrids when you go talk to Mr. Micah. Infidel, prepare to charge!
Infidel! Prepare to charge!
Alright guys, Dark Valifor here. There isn't too much to say about this Dark Aeon. She has 3 attacks. She has a regular attack. She has Energy Ray, which she uses frequently, unfortunately. And she has her overdrive. Her first 2 attacks can't penetrate 9,000 damage, but her Energy Blast does like, what, 40,000 to the whole group, so just watch out for that. Like I said, this is the absolute easiest Dark Aeon. All you gotta do is attack it 1 time, then have Yuna Grand Summon Anima with a 255 attack, and you can call it a day. That's that Hiya I was talking about. Riku will not do that after you go inside Sin. That's very important for me. One down. Since this Dark Aeon is so easy to beat, you need to save and keep fighting her until she drops a ribbon. And I got a Heaven's Cloud. I don't want that crap.
Stay away from the summoner! You're a bad man!
Okay, even though that was lazy for them to put that from the beginning of the game, you have to admit that was kind of funny. Okay, what did I get? I got what did I get again? Oh, something for Orin. Okay, there we go. Break damage limit and Fire Strike, which isn't bad. Actually, it is bad. I mean, get it on his weapon isn't difficult, but if for some reason you can't get it, you might want to make a customized weapon for him. But that Fire Strike kind of ruins it because, you know, of course, Penis is completely immune to elemental damage. Now, guys, some of you have been following me since 2006. I greatly appreciate that. For those of you who haven't been following me this long, what I'm currently doing right now, the Dark Aeons and Penis, of course, this is actually what I'm best known for. Back in 2006 and 2007, I would say that I was one of the very first people ever to upload full videos, full fights of Penis and the Dark Aeons. For a lot of people, that was like their first time seeing those fights, and a lot of people thought that those guys were just like so impossible to beat until I showed how easy they could really be. And for whatever reason, guys, this led to a lot of people considering me the absolute best in Final Fantasy. Everyone was like calling me the Final Fantasy God and all that. I didn't realize all that was going on. However, I will admit that back then I was kind of an attention whore. I let some of those views, some of those comments go to my head. And this led to a lot of criticism. I wasn't always a very loved person, especially on the GameFAQs board. And I must once again apologize to those guys on the GameFAQs board. Back then, I was still kind of diggy to realize, you know, what I was really doing. Because a lot of things I learned from GameFAQs. Some things I did indeed learn on my own, but I did learn a lot of stuff from GameFAQs. You see, what happened, guys, was someone, I'm gonna save right here. What happened, guys? Someone criticized my videos and said that these videos suck. If you're doing a no spigot challenge, it'll be a little more interesting. So I took that no spigot challenge, and I beat every monster without using sphere grid and Zamato, except for Shinryu, Penis, and Dark Anima, of course. And a lot of people on GameFAQs weren't happy at the fact that everybody was calling me the Final Fantasy God, when the fact that a lot of things I learned about this game I learned on GameFAQs, and I didn't give them credit for it. Whether or not those guys are still pissed off about that, I don't know, and I really don't care anymore. It's kind of ancient history now. But yeah, I wasn't always a very loved person. Anyway, but enough about my sob story. Let's move on. We're gonna make a little change here. Tidus and Waka. I think I'll use I'm gonna have Waka use a customized weapon here to show you that a customized weapon will indeed suffice for this fight. You don't necessarily need to get his world champion. Auto Haze, Auto Phoenix on 2 people, and let's go. I lost my child in the ruins of home. Blah blah blah. Help me find my child. But of course, I've been told many times that there's actually a glitch that will let you do the whole main game story over again at this point. I don't know exactly how it works. Whether or not that glitch has been removed in this version, I'm not quite sure, but I guess I'll try it one day. I'll go check over there. Alright, just make sure that you're ready before you do this, because, Why is your mouth open? Alright, Dark Aeon number 2, Dark Ifrit. Alright, Dark Valifor may have been a pushover, but this is where things get really, really interesting. This guy counterattacks everything, and I mean anything and everything. It doesn't matter what you do, he will counterattack it. Elixir. Now that's with 255 defense. Now guys, the reason why I left my defense low is so that I can kill Dark Ixin and Dark Ifrit a lot faster if I do that. Counterattacks. Instant feeling Riga's overdrive. Actually, I think at this point a Bliss Haste will kill him. Let me see. It might, I don't know. Damn, I hate that. Yep, there he goes. There he goes. There isn't too much to say about Dark Ifrit. He has 3 attacks: a regular attack that he counterattacks with Meteor Strike, which does about 19,000, and his Hellfire, which does about 30,000 to the whole group. That's it. But no reason why you shouldn't be able to kill this guy long before he gets to that point, because just 2 overdrives from Tidus and Waka, he's a goner.
Let's go.
Alright, and now for the 3rd Dark Aeon, Dark Ixion. Another easy one, unless you're doing no spirit grade. If you're doing no spirit grade, this is definitely going to be a problem here. You heathen!
You heathen!
I'm sure you noticed by now that pretty much all these quotes are quoted directly from the main game. I have a question right here when Tita says, "Is something up there?" Where did this come from?
Something up there?
Let's go.
I don't remember Tita saying that in the main game. Where exactly did he say that in the main game? Is that the only thing that's new, or did I just forget about it? Anyway, Dark Aeons, not too much about him. Yes, other than the fact that you have to fight him twice. The first fight is very similar to Dark Ifrit. He counterattacks anything and everything. His old job in the first fight is actually Aerospark. His normal attack does a Thunder Jaw, which is basically a non-elemental version of a Thunder guy. And to this day, I don't know why the screen stays white here for like 10 seconds and then the battle starts. I don't know why the fuck that happens, but oh well. Alright, this guy has over 1 million hit points, about 1,200,000 I believe. Like I said, he's just like Dark Aeons. In the first fight, he counterattacks anything and everything. But as you can see, that can actually be avoided. So keep that in mind. If your luck and your evasion is really, really high, you can actually avoid that attack. Unlike Yuna, unfortunately. Since in this first fight, he doesn't have any multi-target attacks, all you need is high attack, high agility, and a good supply of Phoenix Downs, and you can actually beat this guy pretty easily. His regular counterattack does sleep, which is very, very bad. Which is another reason why I prefer to have just low defense. It'll be a lot better if you just knock out the character and then have another party member bring it back with auto Phoenix, because if 2 of your characters are asleep, you're in big trouble. Of course, you can just do sleep proof like I said before, but we'll talk about that later. I mean, I don't know why I'm just toying around with him. I'm trying to jack this out really so I can have time to explain these guys, but I mean, there really isn't too much to explain. By the way, his counterattack also does armor break and mental break, I believe, so keep that in mind. Actually, I think it does full break. I'm not sure. Miss. You only got a piece of you. Awesome. Auto Phoenix. Thunder Jaw. 60,000. I think that Thunder Jaw actually causes delay on one of your characters, but none of these things really matter, to be honest, because you know he doesn't have any multi-target attacks. So just keep your agility high, your attack high, and with 2 auto phoenixes, you'll kill him before you know it. Now I will note that those of you doing the No Spirit Grid challenge without Zamato, this guy is actually one of the hardest to beat because of his agility. What's going to happen is you're going to run out of Phoenix Downs before you're able to kill him. It's possible to beat this guy No Spirit Grid without Zamato, but it's very difficult. Now you can actually power up the Mega Sisters and beat him that way, but that'll take a while. Overkill, good one, Uni. Dark Matter, and that looks like a customized break damage limit for a Yuna. I hope it is, because I could use one. That'll definitely make my grinding a little easier. Look at that. See, why is his mouth open? I don't know. Okay, we're not done yet. Like I said, you got to fight this bastard twice. What happens now is we have to like chase him down. He's gonna keep teleporting throughout the Thunder Plains. We gotta keep chasing him down until we eventually catch him. break damage limit and lightning strike. I gotta put a magic boost on that, and I gotta put a 1 MP cost on that too. I don't think I need magic 20%. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that or not. I mean, it's okay, but that lightning strike is a total waste. I don't need that shit. I'm probably gonna reset and fight this guy over and over again until he drops the weapon I need. Anyway, second fight here is a lot easier than the first fight. Kind of. He doesn't counterattack, as you can see. His normal attack, if your invasion is high and your luck is high, you can avoid it. Also, evade and counter will also avoid it too. Now, keep in mind, guys, that this time he will actually use his overdrive. His overdrive is Thor's hammer. It'll do about 19 or 20,000 to the whole group. And since I don't use very hit point limit, let's go ahead and put up a Hyper Mighty Guard here. All right, and Thor's hammer. And by the way, guys, this is considered a non-elemental attack, so don't get any ideas. Overkill. Good one, Uni. Uni did it again. Some of you may consider Hyper Mighty Guard and things like Auto Life and Auto Phoenix kind of cheap, but it's nowhere near as cheap as Zamato. It's just not. It's not. Zamato is just in the class by itself. All right, there's another one and 2 Mesospheres. Nice. That'll come in handy for my luck training if I'm gonna keep this weapon. All right, perfect. Perfect. That is perfect. This is what you're aiming for right here. Break damage limit with nothing else on it. That saves me a lot of time. And I mean a lot of time. Let me go ahead and take care of that now. See, this is what you're aiming for right here. For your magic users. If you want to fight the Dark Mag Sisters without summoning Aeon. Alright, break damage limit, magic booster, 1 MP cost, and magic 20%. I could not have asked for a better drop. And this is actually going to be her weapon for the remainder of the game. Alright, as for Lulu, Lulu has that same weapon too. All I gotta do now is get one for her. With her, I might have to customize it. With any luck, I'll actually get Dark Shiva to drop it. But that's what you're aiming for right there. Alright guys, now we're gonna go after Dark Shiva. Now I'm warning you, this is where things get ugly. The first 3 Dark Aeons are very easy, but from this point on, it gets tough. If your agility is anything less than 170, Dark Shiva can actually kill you. She can kill you. I'll explain the fight once it starts. Fool! To go back to Makalani Temple, a traitor! Find your salvation on the far plane!
Fool! To come back to Makalani Temple, a traitor! Traitor! Find your salvation on the far plane!
Okay, that look scared the hell out of me when I first saw it on the HD version. Alright, Dark Shiva here. There's only one good thing about her. Well, 2. 1, she doesn't counterattack. And 2, she has very, 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 very low hit points. All it takes to kill her is, I would say, it only takes like 1 good attack from anybody, and then an attack reels from Waka, and that will kill her. But there's a few things I have to show you about this fight before we do that. I don't know exactly how it works, but I think her regular attack and her heavenly strike, I think it acts kind of like a quick hit. I don't know if it's actually a quick hit or if it delays the entire party. But somehow, okay, you see this down here? You see this? Her turn is like what? 6 turns away? Alright, now watch this. She attacks. Auto Phoenix. Now look at that. Suddenly, her next turn is coming right up. And did you also notice that Tidus revived Waka with the Phoenix down? What happened to the auto life? Her normal attack, that shit dispels everything, including auto life. Now, if you got low agility, what's going to happen is she's going to keep attacking you over and over and over and over and over again, and suddenly her overdrive is going to be full, and then she's going to wipe you out with Diamond Dust. As you see, her overdrive feels very, very, very fast. Diamond Dust does 80,000 to the entire group. You see that? Tidus didn't even get another turn. Her next turn is coming up. I told you, she is very dangerous. She can kill you. She can indeed kill you. I'm just trying to give you guys a taste of what's going to happen to you if you come here with low agility. Okay, T's got a turn. All right. Let me show you this Diamond Dust here. I don't know why, but for some reason, I love watching Dark Shiva use Diamond Dust. It was cool watching her do it and watching it on this Icy Path level. $80,000. Like I said, what's going to happen is she's going to keep attacking you. She's going to keep getting turns. And then all of a sudden, her overdrive is going to be full. And she's going to wipe you out with Diamond Dust. And it's going to be game over. I'm trying to show you her her heavenly strike. But for whatever reason, she won't do it. There it is, heavenly strike. No hit points. That is a death attack. I think it also does stats effects. I know Berserk is one of them. I don't know if it does anything else. But yeah, that is a death attack. And that's pretty much all there is to Dark Shiva. And let me show you why you might want to consider changing your mind if you hate Blitzball. Yeah. So guys, if you hate Blitzball, please reconsider. At least try to get attack reels, and then get one of the Dark Aeons to drop a customized bait damage limit for Waka, or make it yourself. Proof, not bad, but I don't need it. And to this day, I don't know why the fuck they send the Grotto after you after I just beat a Dark Aeon. I can see if they were souped up versions of the Grotto, but these are the same Grotto that we fought back there after we killed Sigma. I mean, what the fuck were you thinking? I mean, come on. What is the purpose of this? I guess if you have Auto Fire, you can use this as a as a tool to get infinite levels or get infinite kills, so he can easily do the downtown bait trick. But other than that, and maybe infinite guild too, but other than that, I don't see a point to this. Alright guys, I think that's going to do for today. Next time, we're going to go after Dark Bahamut and Dark Yojimbo. I fucking hate the Grotto.